Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the House of Paul, and I am your host, Paul. And first off, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'm hoping everyone watching this has a good, blessed, happy day. Now, if you are working, enjoy that time and a half. And if you're working at this hour, you should be off in time to go home and hopefully meet others for a nice dinner. Now I'm going to give you guys some tips or some hints or I don't know, some ideas, because I've been on the other side when I had to work, driving to the prison, working a double. I was a lot younger back then, and I had my eye on the prize. Back then, you were able to do these called swaps. Like I work today for you, you work another day down the road for me. On a holiday, this is way back when, at Chuckawalla Valley State Prison. Probably the years 1999, because I got hired in 98. 1999, 2000. We did swaps. If I worked a holiday for you, you owed me 2 days. So I remember I was off on that Thanksgiving day, but I did a double. So I worked 2 shifts, but I got paid back 4. So that was pretty nice. So again, if you catch yourself, everyone's working, or you're riding solo this Thanksgiving, here's an idea. The other day I was working a security gig, and an older gentleman, he said Thanksgiving to me. Happy Thanksgiving. And I replied, enjoy time with your family. You traveling, you staying local? And he said, nope, I'm solo. And then instantly popped in my brain. And I said, hey, if you're solo, you don't have to be. Here's an idea. I said, do you like playing cards? Yep. He replied, yes. I said, do you like watching like sports and just a lot of TVs? He said, absolutely. I said, go check out one of the casinos. Now, I'm not telling you to go blow your wad at a casino, at a slot machine, but I am saying if you have this a little bit spare, you go to, there's a casino here in Southern California, a card room called Lake Elsinore Card Room. I think that it was called the Lake. Anyhow, it's a small card room. However, there's TVs all the way around. Poker games, probably, I don't know, 20, 30 poker tables going. And there's card games. Blackjack, 3-card poker, Ultimate Texas Hold'em, and the minimum bet is only $5. Very low. So again, you catch yourself solo, check that place out, because it is, again, local if you're Southern California, and there's always a lot of people there, and you can probably make a couple of friends, and they have good food there. Good food. So that's just my hint. If I caught myself solo, or my family was working, or whatever was going on, that's where I would go. I'd handle my family business, and then boom, go check it out. Anyhow, let's talk about some crazy parole stories, prison stories. Well, I have a parole story that ended in the parolee going into custody. Okay, here goes. Well, this is before COVID, and we had three of us inside one office. And this is when we were locking people up. Now, it was not the good days when we locked up for a year, but this was when we were locking them up for dirty tests. Now, or when I left, you could give 2, 3, you can give darn near 4 months worth of dirty tests, because we only test once a month. That's what the bare minimum is. Unless you are a hard charger and you really wanted to get this guy off the streets, you could test him weekly, and then you could attempt to lock him up. But with the board, or with the administration, the test needs to go get verified that it was actually dirty, right? So it has to go sent to the lab and sent back, and sometimes that takes time. And now you got holidays, really takes time. And they're like, why send the guy to jail? He does not need jail. He needs a program. Well, I'm gonna sidestep right now. I just got done watching a series on Hulu called Dopesick. So if you want to watch a short series, it's only 8 episodes. Check out Dopesick. Good series. Had the original Batman, Michael Keaton. He stars in it. It's a good message, and it shows what's going on out there. It's, pretty scary. So again, back to these programs. The program is only gonna work if the person attending wants to make it work. But then again, he or she might have those battles, might have those addictions, and it might be really struggling. And I've been to hundreds, if not thousands, of programs in my career, up and down the state. And a lot of them, 95%, and if you're an ex-agent, you would agree, 95% are run by ex-addicts. Oftentimes people on parole, still actively on parole. So it's challenging because at these programs, a lot of drugs get inside these programs, and a lot of you've heard the stories, and it's true. People get the drugs in the AA meetings, during the NA meetings, and programs. So it's very challenging if you are trying to get clean and that's what you're doing, but the place where you're actually going to is giving you the drugs. So that makes it hard. So again, if you're battling addiction, actually this is true. If you're battling addiction, send a comment down there. Reach out to me, and I still have resources. I still have places where you could go, cost you nothing. And that way you can at least get off or attempt to get off what's holding you down. Because a lot of jobs, heck, even at Chipotle, they might even, it says here, now hiring. I don't know if it said, I can't read it. I don't have my glasses on. A lot of places will want you to give a clean test. And I'm guessing marijuana might be on that test. I don't know. So I kind of went off on a tangent, but back to the parole story. I'll make it quick here, under 2 minutes. One of the felons, he was actually a registered sex offender, and I know this because I was in the sex offender unit. Registered sex offender, gave a dirty test for methamphetamine. And I believe this was his second or third time, probably within the month. So now we're getting ready to lock this guy up. But everyone is so calm about it, so nonchalant. We're talking about locking the guy up, and he's right in front of us. Well, I wasn't. My partner was. She was sitting right here. My other partner was sitting right this way, and I'm facing the parolee who's sitting down staring at me. So they're debating who's going to go, because when we transport to jail, there's always 2 of us. So who's going to go? And again, this takes away from your regular work. So now overtime is being discussed. Hey, what's going on? Who's going to go? You do the paperwork. Everybody, they do the booking slips right in front of the guy. It saves time while out the jail. So he's looking to the right. He's looking to the left. Boom! The dude just takes out of the door. When you exit my door, you go to the hallway, a quick right, maybe 5 steps, and then left, and you're free. That's the back parking lot. So instantly, people give chase. Because when one agent chases, you're all instinctively, because that's what you do. That's just like a natural, that's what you do. Now, the policy says you do not arrest at all costs. Now, I'm going to go back to that. But anyhow, the parolee takes off, and then instantly they gave chase. My one parole partner right here, the female agent back over here, and I'm right behind. So it was like 1, 2, 3. Brrr. And as we're running out, I guess I heard a bang, bang, bang. It sounded like steel, like a pipe. And then the parolee got out and he ran to the left, probably not more than 30, 40 feet. and one of my partners tackled him. We detain him. We take him to jail, right? Scruffle the guy because he's not just going to go down easy. He's running away. So he's resisting. So another partner pepper sprays him. We cuff him up, and then off to jail he goes. So going back, and nothing was ever, wait, I don't think he was pepper sprayed because the use of force was never done. Not that I know of. But nothing ever came about that. Like, why did we chase? And that pipe thing I heard, it was someone's gun. Things get kind of chaotic, but it gets fixed super quickly. So, crazy thing is that same parolee was released, let me see, it's like a Thursday. So we had the weekend to keep him locked up. I think he was at the office to get re-tagged for his GPS sex offender device that Wednesday, because Thursday, Friday, and then we released him like on a Tuesday, and he showed up Wednesday, brand new. So anyways, and he just recycled. Now, who knows where the guy's at right now? He could fallen through the cracks, could have reached his max date, because ultimately that's what parole wants. They just want the parolee. It's twofold. The prison, when they've reached their max date in prison to get released to parole, they don't give a shit. And I've seen it. Darn near want to transport the parolee in a wheelchair, all fucked up on meds, fucked up on life, just fucked up. Does he need to be in the streets? Nope. 1000% nope. But they don't care because he reached his date. Get this fucker out. Now he's parole's problem. And they will transport him from fucking Pelican Bay, from Northern California to Tippy Top, all the way down. Drop him off at your parole office. And I'm saying this because it's true. It's happened to me. And I've seen it. And it's happening. It might be happening today. They will drop off the parolee with his one little box or a shitload of stuff that he's acquired over the years. And he could be coming from a Atascadero State Mental Hospital that now he's cured, or just he reached his time. Now everyone reaches their time, which is kind of scary because they don't need to be in these streets because they will cause havoc. Even to all these stores that are closed right now, he'd cause havoc right here. They would smash windows, steal pallets. They don't give a shit. So once they reach their date, boom, hey, he's parole's problem. And then once he reaches parole, what the administrators from the top to the bottom and everything in the middle, what's everybody watching for is, when does this guy reach his max date? Because once he reaches his max parole date, he's no longer the state's problem. He's now the unfortunate problem of the community. Now, did we do enough to help him? You can only do so much. You can only guide. What does they say? You can only lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink. Same shit with the parolees. You can only give them all the resources out here. And hopefully they've learned or gained some knowledge or some work skill or some type of money in the bank, or at least some type of income other than Social Security. Well, if you collect Social Security due to a mental illness or physical ailment, okay. But your source of income shouldn't be general relief. Should not be welfare. Your source of income after 5-6 years on parole should not be food stamps. You should not be stronger than me, 22 years old, collecting food stamps, because you could easily get a job doing anything, especially after a windy day down here, picking up leaves, working for, you can get a city job cleaning up. That's great. So anyways, that's my stories for today. Happy Thanksgiving. If you need some resources, you're watching this, you never know, you might be an inmate watching this from the prison cell and like, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna reach out to this ex-agent and get some insight, because I have nothing to gain, nothing to lose. I'll, depending on where you live, at least steer you in the right direction. Again, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the day. Eat good. Right now, I'm going to hit the gym, go do some cardio when I get home. That way I can eat like monster tonight and do it all over again. You guys have a great one, and thanks for watching.